Okay. So what I'm saying to you, Sages, what we can do, we are going to like this series which I am starting today with you, na. This series totally will be industrial based series. Okay. Whatever things I am going to explain you, whatever project we are going to do, whatever topic we are going to discuss, everything will be industrial based. Industrial based meaning like in my past 8 years, whatever project I have done and in whatever company I have worked. So in that company, in that project, what was my role, how I was working as a MLOps engineer, as a Devops engineer, as a solution architect, everything we are going to cover in this series. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do one project from banking domain. Can I ask you one question? Is actually in my resume I mentioned fraud detection system. Okay, one project.
Mhm.
So shall we take the same project and explain?
Can you share me your resume? Let me have a look.
Yeah, I shared my resume with you.
Oh, okay, WhatsApp. Okay, so this project, from where you got this project?
Means that is the Kaggle data set I used.
Real time fraud detection system. AI, ML, DL, Python, GCP, AWS, Snowflake, Kafka, RBAC, data masking, GDPR, SQL, Git. These tools you have used. Bro, your CV is like, if I tell you like clear, please don't mind. The CV don't look much professional and attractive as a MLOps engineer if you're finding the job. You have to give keywords and everything in detail, in depth. If someone read this, so they will get idea like, okay, you are like looking for a job in machine learning side and this kind of side, your expertise in this technology and this tech stack, everything will be clear in the resume.
Yeah,
you
ML of everything I have mentioned in my
you,
another resume. One second.
you have mentioned three project here.
One second. I will share another one.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
share another one. This one
please have a look on this one.
because what happened now, in my company also I take interviews. Okay,
Oh,
so when I see the resume, so I don't look like I will open this and I will read every single thing still top to bottom to understand your profile, understand your experience. I will just see the resume in the top. If I will learn or if I will read like lead AI ML engineer, so yeah, this is showing like you are looking for a job in AI ML side, right? You have 15 years of experience.
yes.
Oh my god, what's your age, brother?
Sorry,
What's your age?
39.
Oh my, my god, you're so
How
much.
old are you?
You're senior than me, brother.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay. But I'm not working for last 2 years.
Yeah, it's okay. So,
Means,
in the previous years, in which technology you have worked?
I worked on Java technology. Then I am moving into.
You
I
are
have around 6 years of experience in AI/ML.
okay. You are from the mainly like uh, development background, right?
Yes,
Development and AI/ML this side, right?
yes.
Okay. Then why you decided to move into this AWS solution architect and this MLOps side?
No, actually, Machine learning engineer. What are the roles and responsibility?
Hmm. Machine,
Machine learning engineer. What are the roles and responsibility?
not machine learning engineer, but if I tell you the MLOps engineer role and responsibility, na. So what MLOps engineer do? They build the model. I hope you are aware with the what is the model and all, right?
Yes.
They build the model, they trail the model, they deploy the model. Okay, they create machine learning service, they work on machine learning service. For that, in AWS cloud we have SageMaker, in Azure we have Azure ML. So cloud have their services. Okay, so they go on cloud, they configure these services, then they set up a proper CI/CD pipeline. They integrate every single component with that. So the model deployment process will be very smooth and feasible. And what they do, they monitor the, like let's suppose they have deployed completely model and everything, and they will then they after that they will monitor every single component working properly or not in in this side. And then MLOps people work on NVIDIA server setup, like the setup the NVIDIA server, like because the model which we deploy into the server, that model size and everything will be heavy. So for that we need heavy servers. For that, what they do, they configure NVIDIA server and then they deploy the model on that server. So these kind of things they do, bro.
Yeah, basically, a MLOps engineer he will do from the scratch, from the model data acquisition to model
Everything.
monitoring,
Yeah, everything.
right? No,
Yeah,
not only deployment, everything.
everything.
Yeah,
Building
and
model, trailing model, deploying model, everything they will take care. That's why we call it na MLOps engineer, machine learning operations engineer. Means
machine learning. Yeah.
machine learning
So
part
machine
also they will
learning
take care, and operations part also they will take care.
so ML engineer also will do the same thing, right?
Yeah, they will do same thing, but ML engineer work on multiple different part also. Like they will, let's suppose they will gather the information from multiple sources, then they will convert those information into data, and then they will create data sets, and then they will convert that data set into model. These type things, type things also machine learning engineer do. But MLOps engineer, they don't do these kind of things. If you are aware with the DevOps, so what DevOps engineer do? DevOps means development plus operations. But development plus operations doesn't mean like DevOps engineer working on development side, like they are doing coding and developing the application. No, development part take care by the development team. But DevOps engineer has to be aware like in which language this coding has done, where developer has pushed the code like GitHub or some other repository management tool. Then they will pick the code from there. Then they will implement every single component to deploy the to create a smooth deployment. Then they will create complete infrastructure on cloud, and then they will deploy the code. So this DevOps engineer do, right. So
Hmm.
the same thing is here also in MLOps.
So, but MLOps, you said no, the MLOps engineer will do from the scratch,
Yeah,
like model building and everything.
model building task they do, but collecting data sets and converting data sets into model, this part they don't do. For that, definitely in the team you have data science engineers, data scientists. They work in this part. Machine learning engineers, they work in this part.
Then, what is the difference between data scientist and machine learning engineer?
Data scientists, what they do, let's suppose, for example, let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Let's take an example. Let's suppose I stay in Bangalore, okay? And in
Okay.
Bangalore, people only speak Kannada. They don't know about anything about other language. They just speak Kannada. Okay. In Bangalore, means few people can speak English, or mostly people can speak English. But if you go on a village area, so they only speak Kannada. They don't speak English as well. Okay. Now they want to send some information or something to the Prime Minister Modi. Okay. So, but if they will write in Kannada, so it's not possible. So like that a message will that Prime Minister Modi will read in like they want to read in Hindi or English, but Kannada they can't read. Okay. So what I'm thinking, why, like, I can create a platform where that Narendra Modi team or their PA or their manager can go, and they can convert every single Kannada words into the English or Hindi, and then that letter they will give it to Narendra Modi, and then they will read. Okay. So for that, what they are thinking, I want to convert Kannada language into Hindi or English, or maybe they want to convert into multiple language, Marathi, Gujarati, every single language. Okay. Now let's suppose in Kannada there is word heli. Heli matlab, heli means hello, right? Now this heli in English is hello. Maybe in Marathi will be different, in Hindi will be different, in Gujarati will be different. So where this data is stored, like let's suppose I create one platform. This is the platform. In this platform, one part I have selected like Kannada, one part I have selected Marathi. Now I am putting Kannada in Kannada here, heli. Now how in the backend it's working, like uh, if I will do enter, so I will bring here, like if I am converting in English, so I will get like hello. But how it's working in the backend, so there is a data collection of data. That data is bringing the exact word and giving to you here in the front of you in the English language. Okay, so how that data is came there? For that data, in the back end there will be a data science team who work on the data part, mining data, discovery data part, and they are collecting data from multiple sources. And they go, their engineers go like if you see IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, or big institute engineers, what they do, the institution send to them into the village areas, go and research on this thing, do some like research like how people are speaking this thing, how people are living, how people are staying. So that data sets that engineer collect and give it to data scientists, and then data scientists work on that data collection part, data building part, and data mining part, data discovery part, and that data they will give it to machine learning team. Then machine learning team will just convert the data into model and these kind of things. Then my MLOps team will take that model and they will build the model in the correct data sets, and then they will trail the model, and then they will deploy the model into the environment. So these kind of differences are there. Bro. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
This is the difference. Okay. Have you ever think like when you go to the ATM machine, okay, and you just insert your card and you just type like your in account like pin, whatever your card pin is there, and you get the money. But in that bank account, let's suppose you are using Bandhan bank account. So in Bandhan bank, you're not the only customer of Bandhan bank. There are million of or thousand of customers are there in Bandhan bank. But how ATM is exactly getting your data and giving to money to you? Because in the back end, that data scientist and data engineers has set up this kind of data. They have worked like this, so they are getting exact data of your profile and then giving to money to you, ATM. So everything is working like in this technology, bro. And this is a future technology. This DevOps, cloud, these are not out of future technology. After 2, 3 years, 4 years, you don't see this kind of profile. People work in next level. People work on MLOps and ElastiCops, GitOps, and this data scientist part. They work on this technology. They are not going to work on this DevOps and cloud anymore. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay. So today we are going to start our sessions. Okay. So first of all, we are going to start with one project. Okay. And you said that you want a banking based project, right? So that project we are going to do. For that, what we will do, first we will like get the code. Okay, the banking based sample application first we will get. Okay, so let's suppose I got the application from any reference or somewhere. I got the application. After getting application, what I have to do, like right now I have application. Now what my responsibility is there? Now this application I want to deploy somewhere. Okay, so for deployment, what we will do, we will choose AWS cloud. Okay, what we will choose, we will choose AWS cloud. So we will go on AWS cloud, we will create our own account, or I have one AWS account, we will use that account. And in this AWS account, we are going to create every single service which is required to deploy the application. Okay, like everything we will create as a solution architect associate. As a solution architect associate, we're going to create every single thing here. Okay, in solution architect associate, there is no that like this work like you go and you create, because solution architect only just provide or you can say suggestion or guidance to the team, like create these things, work this thing, work on this part, like that. They don't work, but we are going to do every single thing. Okay, so first of all, what we will do, we will create complete environment in AWS cloud, every single thing, networking part and servers part, load balancing part, auto scaling part, everything we're going to create. And once everything will be ready, we will pick the code from here. We will pick this banking code from here, and then we will deploy into the our cloud environment. Okay, this will be our first project. Then then from next class we will start our regular session. We will understand first machine learning part, model part, NVIDIA server part, and Azure machine learning and AWS SageMaker. This kind of service we will understand, and then we will understand most or like lots of other services. And then after maybe 2 3 weeks, We will start working again on project, and after 2 3 weeks we are going to work on MLOps project. We are going to work on 3 MLOps project. Okay, from scratch. From scratch we are going to do. Okay, like with data sets also we will correct, and we will build the model. We will trail the model. We will deploy the model. Everything we are going to do.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, please.
So ML engineer will do from the data collection to deployment also, right?
Data collection to
Deployment, deployment and monitoring everything.
no. That MLOps engineer do.
Then what ML engineer will do?
ML engineer will work on that data set partner, bro. I give it to example now. Like let's suppose I am putting one word Haley, and I am getting response in like hello. So how in the back end that process is working? So that part that ML engineer will take care. Like they
Then
will
what about
MLOps
what?
people, by MLOps people, what they do, they will pick those. Let's suppose I am ML engineer, I'm a data scientist, uh, and I'm an ML engineer also. And what I'm doing, I have worked on mining data, collecting data, creating data sets. I have worked in this part, and after that, I have stored this data sets into one repository, maybe GitHub or somewhere. Okay, now MLOps engineer will come to that repository. They will pick that complete data sets, complete data, complete code, and then they will work on building those data or those part into exact form of model, you can say. And then they will trail that model. They will means trail the model. Then they will build the model into proper part, and then they will create complete environment to deploy that those models. That part MLOps engineer take care.
Okay, so what is the difference between machine learning engineer and data scientist?
See, data scientist, I told you, bro. Data scientist people work on this. Like you can say, similarity is there. Like if I tell you what is difference between front end developer and back end developer. Okay, so you will tell like front end developer do front end part and back end developer work on that back end development part. But they both are doing development now. Just little bit difference are there. Like they are working on like HTML language or Joomla CSS. In this part they work. Okay, the front end developer. They don't do back end coding, database collection and this kind of things. But back end developer do that those things. Okay, the same thing. Like few part take care by the data science team and few part take care by the ML team. They both work together. And one more thing is there, if one data science want to move into ML side, they can easily move because things are same. Let's just a little bit extra thing or unique things will be done by ML engineer. Otherwise, the similarity is there. Most of the things they both work. They can both work on that part. But MLOps is totally different thing, bro. In MLOps, you can maybe work on Docker side also. Maybe you can deploy few parts or few services into containers, and to on managing those containers, you need a Kubernetes cluster to manage those containers. And maybe you can use Jenkins something to create CI/CD process. So you can use here operations tools also like Docker, Kubernetes, these kind of things. Terraform also to create cloud resources. So MLOps engineer take care of building models and deploying models using operations tools. Docker,
So
Kubernetes, Terraform, AWS cloud, everything.
So what I understood is the data scientist and machine learning engineer, they
Mm.
both will do from the scratch, like data collection and doing all the exploratory data analysis and model building. Up to
Yeah.
model building and model monitoring, model
No,
building they will
no.
do.
Model
Once the
monitoring,
model is
model
once the
monitoring they
model
don't
is
do.
built,
Model monitoring MLOps people do.
yeah, once the model is built, once the model is ready, then the deployment and monitoring will do by the MLOps team.
Deployment, trailing, and monitoring. These things will be done by uh, MLOps
So
team.
the model
But
creation will be
sometimes if ML engineers just giving you data sets, okay, like this is the data sets we have collected from the multiple sources. Now this data sets you have to build in a model, like you have to correct this data set into like good form, and then you can build the model. Then they can you can deploy. So those part also that this ML of engineer can take care.
okay.
Like they
So
can build also the model if you have correct data sets.
okay.
When we will learn those things, you will get the idea. If you have correct data sets, then you can build the model also.
So then an AI/ML architect means he will be doing from all everything, right? He will
Hmm.
be doing the rules and responsibility of a data scientist, ML engineer, and ML ops.
Yes.
Okay,
Let me
okay.
show you one more thing. I have one project. I,
Perfect.
I was planning to work on that project, but that time I left the company. But I have. You will get the idea from this documentation. I have created this documentation to work on one project. We got one project, so we wanted to work on that project. So, mm, mm, let me check if I have document. Yeah, see. So this is the one project, right? You can see data collect and preparation. Okay, okay. Project function scope, building and deploying the ML model for future real estate price prediction. Okay, this is the planning. Okay, then data collection part who will do? They will done by the data science and ML team. Data sources means from where they will get the data. Okay, or so these are I have given like for example to get the data sets like Google data set search or Kaggle or data.gov. From here we can get the data. Okay, and we can get the government of USA data also, datahub.io. From here also you can get the data. Preparation, data transformation we have to do. This part who will do? Data science team or that ML team. Repository MongoDB means when they will get the multiple data, so they will store that data into one database server now. So that will be MongoDB. Okay. Data analysis they will done by the ML team. Model selection and deployment development. This is what they see machine learning algorithm they will use. So these things will be done by the ML team. Now from here only, if machine learning team is doing this thing, so this thing can done by the MLOps team also. If you see here, split data into training and testing sets, then train the model using Azure AWS ML capabilities. Okay, so machine learning algorithm and split data into the training and testing sets means let's suppose you got some data. Now what you will do, you will like put you will train few part of that data you will try to trail, and then few part of data you want to test like data is perfect or not. If data is perfect, then you will move forward. So we will work on every single part, bro. See, Jenkins also this ML of people is doing. Okay, Azure ML also they are doing. Okay, build and deploy code with Docker also they are doing. Deploy the model using Azure AWS ML deployment. So everything is done by the MLOps engineer. See, MLOps engineer work in this tech stack, Python and Prometheus Grafana to monitoring, Azure ML or GCP ML or AWS ML for uh, deploying the model, Jenkins for CI/CD pipeline, Docker and container registry for deployment of the code, leaded by me. Okay, so like this we can work. So once we will do this project, we will get more idea, more clarity.
Please share that document with me.
Definitely, I will say it. That this project you can mention in your CV, which I showed you. Like this, I have I think 4 to 5 project. We will work on those. Okay, now let me get the AWS account, bro. Then we start project. Oh, bro, you can create one account, bro, if you want, na.
Okay.
It don't charge anything. Just charge ₹2.
Mhm.
If you have Visa card, you can create easily.
Which banking project we are trying to do now? What is the project name?
Project name, bro. First of all, what I will do, I will get the exact code of the that banking project, na. So I will tell you the name of the project.
Is it possible to do the fraud detection system in my resume? One project is the right first one, the
Mhm.
fraud detection system. Shall we do the same project? Is it possible?
I have to check, bro. Like, what is the project exact? Like, mm, The fraud detection system technologies, AI, ML, Python, GCP. Why you have mentioned so many tools, bro? GCP, AWS, everything. RBAC also you have mentioned. You have mixed AWS, Azure, and GCP. All the cloud you have mixed
No,
today.
I have small idea on all the cloud. That is the reason I mentioned.
Hmm. Design real-time monitoring dashboard. Okay, monitoring also. Bro, we can do this project also, but I have to check little bit about it. Okay, from my side, so I will check when.
Which project is good? This project or your project?
Bro,
Means I need.
how I see one thing I will tell you, bro. If you go US and Germany for the masters, na,
Yeah,
so the college student also do this kind of project, fraud detection system and this kind of things. We don't have to do this kind of things, brother, because you are showing 15 years of experience. Okay, so you need to show some real time experience, real
correct,
time
correct.
project.
I need that sort of project. Absolutely correct.
Yeah, if you show this kind of, this is learning based project.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were doing btech and all na, so if you remember, college give us requirement like please build one calculator using python, please build one, please develop one voting app by python. So this kind of project you are showing, this is like you can say basic project, like learning based project, but you have to
Yep.
show something real time which will be uh, like clarify your 15 years of experience.
Okay, okay.
So this project I don't think it is good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
See, we are going to do two type of scenario based project. Okay, first project will be about totally AWS solution architect based project. Okay, and second project will be MLOps engineer based project, and third project will be combined project MLOps and solution architect.
Okay,
So just leave it to me 1.5 month. Leave it to me. I will take care. Okay, don't worry.
okay.
But first of all, I need account, AWS account. 1 second.
Today, which project we are doing?